A reported 48 positive COVID-19 cases currently lie within the Boise State University community, according to a new COVID-19 dashboard that tracks cases among students, staff, and faculty. The dashboard reveals that 40 of these positive cases are off-campus students. Boise State saved 115 of their residence hall beds for students to use if they need to self-isolate, and the new dashboard tracks how many beds are currently in use. According to the dashboard, only 2 beds are currently occupied. You can head to our website, idahonews6.com, to find a link where you can follow the latest data. This year's pandemic has caused so many people across the globe to sacrifice special moments to keep themselves and others safe. But some things are better late than never. Northwest Nazarene University honored their graduating class of 2020 today at the Ford Idaho Center. Idaho News 6 reporter Steve Dent shares one woman's story of how she turned her dreams into reality.
Diana Hernandez was born in Mexico, and when her parents moved to Nampa when Diana was 16 years old, she didn't speak English.
When I was in high school, I felt like I was deaf and blind because I couldn't understand what was going on around me. I couldn't understand my teachers, what they were saying. I couldn't understand what was written on the board.
A tough transition, highlighted by Diana's siblings staying back in Mexico. But as Diana adjusted to this new culture, her family moved into a house just up the road from Northwest Nazarene University.
I would always drive by and I would dream of going to that beautiful campus.
And today that dream came full circle as Diana and 517 of her classmates were honored by NNU at commencement.
Forever grateful with my professors, with my teachers in Mexico, all the way to my professors here at NNU. And I am just super happy. I changed my family's destiny.
It seems like everything has changed.
Graduation would have taken place back in early May, but the pandemic delayed commencement until now, when Diana received her master's degree in education in front of her family.
Thank you to my family, my parents, my husband, my kids, and my dad, who is in heaven.
Diana's future plans include helping the next generation reach their education goals. Currently, she works as a teacher in Middleton.
So I just want to, share my experiences with my students. I teach Spanish. So I want to bring my culture into the classroom, and I do it in like very innovative and fun ways.
Steve Dent, Idaho News 6.
And congratulations to the class of 2020. Keeping students safe by building their strengths. That's the idea behind a new program that's new in the Twin Falls School District that's working to improve mental health care access for kids and teens. As part of Sources of Strength, students in the district are working to reach out to their peers and be support systems for each other. It's only in its second year, but members say it's especially important because of the isolation many students experienced during the pandemic.
We had a lot of students struggle with just being isolated and at home and, not being able to hang out with friends like they normally did or be at school. That's a big part of a student's life when they're young.
Coming up in tomorrow night's Finding Hope, Idaho News 6 reporter Natasha Williams will show you how the program works and introduce you to one of the students taking part in the program. Still ahead on Idaho News 6, a health official from the Oregon side of the Treasure Valley says more work can be done to mitigate the potential of a spike in COVID-19 cases. And coming up, why the Alzheimer's Association says the coronavirus is making things hard for not only patients but caregivers as well.
This is Idaho News 6.
Welcome back. A health department official in Ontario, Oregon is sounding the alarm, hoping the region along the Idaho-Oregon border will take coronavirus precautions more seriously. Sarah Poe works in the Malheur County Health Department, and like many people in this area, she lives in Idaho and travels over the river to Oregon for work every day. She says although communities are on different sides of the border, it really is one community. That dynamic has created a unique region, but during the pandemic, it has also created challenges.
We're just asking that everybody who comes into Malheur County also follows those rules, and that people who reside in Malheur County and go to Idaho still maintain the practices that we know keep our community safe.
Those rules include limiting gatherings and wearing masks when social distancing isn't possible. Poe worries that ignoring health department guidelines will cause a spike in COVID-19 cases. Some of those with families in assisted living homes are feeling frustrated after Central District Health gave bars the green light to reopen once schools move in the yellow category. Diana Sanders' 90-year-old mother is a resident at a nursing home in the Treasure Valley. Sanders says she hasn't been able to see or hug her mother besides through a window in a couple of months. Sanders is upset that Central District Health says bars are given the chance to reopen, but she is not able to spend time with her sick mother who is receiving hospice at the nursing home. She says other residents, as well as her mom's mental health and quality of life, is declining due to not being able to interact with their family.
I feel like they have a right to see their family. And as a family member, I have a right to be there for my mom. She's in hospice. She doesn't have a long time to live. I'd like it to be quality of life and for us to be there for her.
Central District Health did announce in their meeting last night that bars would be on a close watch and shut down immediately if they do not follow the approved guidelines. With COVID-19 putting a stop to gatherings, the Alzheimer's Association had to take things online in order to educate patients, caregivers, and families. The organization is hosting webinars all through the month of September for anyone to register for and participate in. Some of the webinars are focusing on working with Alzheimer's and dementia patients during COVID-19 and other resources for caregivers. The Alzheimer's Association says COVID-19 has made things hard for not only patients, but the caregivers as well.
Another challenge that we have that has to do with that is providing our caregiver support groups, but now having to do it via the web. And that presents a challenge because people like that one-on-one interaction. But again, these are high-risk folks. So, we have to do it this way.
You can find a list of all the different webinars and how to register for them on our website, idahonews6.com.
All right, another hot and smoky day in the Treasure Valley, but major change is coming our way. Our afternoon highs by Tuesday, 30 degrees cooler than they were yesterday. Will it last? The answer next.
This is Steve Liebenthal with the Idaho News 6 forecast.
All right, another hot and hazy day here in southern Idaho with temperatures not as hot as they were during the last 2 days when we hit a record and then tied a record, 2 consecutive record days here in southern Idaho. Our temperatures are well above average. Right now we're sitting in the mid-90s around the Treasure Valley, and we'll see cooler air coming our way as we go through the next couple of days. In fact, our temperatures will only hit the 70-degree mark in some places by Tuesday. Let's go ahead and look at what's happening right now. And you can see that we do have haze over the southern part of Idaho. Once again, move ahead and take a look at the temperatures here. Actually, we're going to look at the mountains now. There's a look at Stanley, where it is another hazy day. Things clearing out in McCall, where that northerly flow is starting to impact things. Go ahead and move forward, and you'll see how that's going to happen. Tomorrow, our temperatures will be cooler than today for sure. And then Tuesday, after the holiday weekend is over, things really cool down. 92, the temperature right now at the Boise Airport. It's 94 in Ontario, mid-80s in those mountain locations. But notice those shades of green off to the northeast. That's cooler air coming in. 61 by 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Look for the wind to pick up in the afternoon. Those are sustained winds of 24 to 26 miles per hour. We could easily see gusts of 40 miles per hour tomorrow afternoon. So be prepared for a windy Labor Day for sure. Let's look at what's happening as far as radar and satellite go. And you won't see much of anything really as far as clouds or precipitation. This is a look at the next 10 days. There's our afternoon high on Tuesday of 69 degrees. Don't get used to it. Wednesday will be a very pleasant day, though, with 75 and sunshine. Sunshine will rule throughout the remainder of the week, and that southwesterly flow will bring smoke and hot air back in our direction as the weekend approaches. And you can't see much on the satellite view, no clouds over our region. But if you go outside, it is smoky and hazy. Our visibilities are low. Look at that satellite view, and you'll see the clouds going way up over the top of us and into southern Canada. That's because of the high pressure ridge that's overhead. But notice the flow coming down over Montana. That's the cold air coming down from the north. That will totally push the smoke out and will also cool temperatures dramatically. Remember that pink area over in eastern Idaho is a winter weather advisory. 130,000 people affected by the potential of snow through Tuesday at that elevation. Let's go ahead and look at our forecast for tomorrow here in the valley for Labor Day. Things looking pretty nice until that wind picks up in the afternoon, though. It will be a windy day, but our afternoon highs will be just slightly warmer than average. In Boise, 86, 83 is the average high, morning low of 60 degrees. And as we head into the mountains, you'll see dramatically cooler temperatures than the ones that you experienced yesterday and the day before yesterday. 56 the low in Garden Valley. This is the Boise Mountains, but as we go up higher in elevation, you see it's only 73 tomorrow in McCall. And look at that wind raging in from the north. Mostly sunny. Another, the haze will move out, especially in the afternoon around Stanley. Morning low gets down to 38. You could see a shower pop up in the afternoon with a high of 74 degrees. A windy day in the Magic Valley, no doubt about that. And temperatures much cooler. There's our 86 tomorrow, 69 on Tuesday. Just crazy. 75 our afternoon high on Wednesday. We'll look at the next 4 days, and you'll see those temperatures rise as we head toward the weekend, back into the lower 90s and eventually back to the mid 90s. So enjoy the cool weather while we have it and batten down the hatches because the wind will be raging tomorrow afternoon.
All right, noted. Thank you so much, Steve. Still ahead on Idaho News 6, plans are taking shape for a new marina at Tamarack Resort that could make fueling up while boating a breeze. We'll have the latest details up next.